This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top-5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. The turn begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Gators offense making their way on the field to open this game. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity. And that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
They make the tackle, but not before. A solid gain on that pass. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Back to pass. It's leg way. And they get to completion. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Let's it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Going for his running back. Caught near the sticks. It's Hawkins. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Trying to find some room. It's Daniels. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good batter. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So Alabama's offense gets their first crack now. And, of course, in this game, Kirk, the spotlight shining on these wide receivers. Each team has a really dynamic playmaker out there.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. These 2 wide receivers are the kind of players that if you can get the ball into their hands, great things will happen. Who has the better day today will be the team that wins this football game.
Play action here on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. He just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Looking for the wideout. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. The defense with more pre-snap movement. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly.
It is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
On the run, it's Brown. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the back gets the football. They can't slow him down. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And he lofts it toward the sideline. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The pass rush closing in. And he's got it. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Tailback takes the handoff again. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Back to throw. It's leg way. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. The shotgun running play call. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Here's that defense shifting again. Back in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. He'll hand it off. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Boy, a nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Redd and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
They'll run it here. Fights off a defender. And that run produces a decent gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, and he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap, it's Daniels. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Ranks up at 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. There's a shot toward the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. The Gators line it up with 1st and goal. To throw, it's Lagway. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And he throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up 3rd down. Back to throw again. Looking for 6. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
Complete to the running back on this 4th down play. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Has the first, still on the move. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. There's a 1st and 10 play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football.
It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, 1, 2, 3 is bad enough, but 4 interceptions in one game, they have no chance of winning this game if they continue to throw the ball into coverage.
Fires it to the wideout. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Lagway. Receiver makes the catch. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
He's got it inside the 15. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Tackle at the 35. Good enough for a first down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. And looking to throw now on first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick this deep to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Hamilton. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Hit as he gets the pass away. I wouldn't say it was incomplete. He threw it too far.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here. And the Gators keep the football on the move. Looking to chuck it again. Grab behind the line, it's Daniels. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Caught near the goal line. And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And the defense smothers him for no gain. Getting set. Here's second down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. but only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. Just able to get it away. With the return, it's Daniels. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last time they had it go, they got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Snags the quick throw. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Quick throw to the left side. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense. First down here for this offense. Movement at the second level of the defense now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice...
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Going the other way, can they catch him? And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He'll pitch it. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half.
Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. The Gators are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Caught in the backfield. It's Brown.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
He's running out of time here.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And that's going to be a safety.
Wow, that was ugly, especially the timing of this. Now in the fourth quarter, you're trying to get back into this game, and you give up a safety. Now, there's still some time left, but you've really killed any momentum at all trying to get back into the game.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. No shot to bring him down. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field. It's Lagway. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And that one falls incomplete. The receiver was wide open. What a missed opportunity. Backs line up on either side of the quarterback. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. And the Gators line up with a 1st and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Florida. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here, lets it go. When he doesn't hang on, looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2 backs now flanking the quarterback. To throw, it's Lagway. Pressure is coming. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Quick throw to his receiver. Takes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Gators. And the beatdown continues.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Return begins inside the 10. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here's the 2nd down play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. First down, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Williams.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch in this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Bama. This quarterback on fire today.
You can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this one.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
He slings this one deep down the left side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
Second down and goal. Looking to score. They'll win it to the right side. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the catch downfield. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Lets it go quickly. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Quick throw, testing the middle. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this...
Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even had goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Fires to the big fella. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Commodores want to move quickly.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. The short hands, it's Alexander. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense in the hurry up.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Looking to throw on third. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Line getting set on second down. Let's go! After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dawg!
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
And the extra point is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little too...
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
I love the effort, and there's no quit in this defense. First guy misses, second guy misses, no problem. We've got extra bodies and hats flying to the quarterback, and they're able to get the sack.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Going over the top. And he hauls it in at the 20. And they pick up a bet. yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
First down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going up top on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Pocket starts to collapse. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're lining up to boot it away.
Number 15, set to kick it away.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. From the gun, the ground game. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
First down, Commodores.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And they're not on the same page there. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. DB's right up on the receivers. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they decide to trot out the kicker. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Now on second down. Wants to throw. It's Flagway. Pulls it in. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. That's reeled in. It's Abrams. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That last completion sets him up on second down. Trying to get to him. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit just down on the...
Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Slips a tackle. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Vandy. What a grab and go for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just about set to kick it away.
Number 80, set to kick this one.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Turns it on in midfield. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 38-yard line. Brings up second down.
Running back searching for a hole. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Complete out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Flushed out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. And here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wide open downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Gators look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A first down for the offense. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Nashville as we say hello from our broadcast studios. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Daniels. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Escapes trouble. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This time he's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes him down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Getting set for the point after.
The best best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And the returner will be brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown. He's going to fire deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To throw, it's Lagway. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw.
Going deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move and looking deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
20-yard line. 1st down, Commodores.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got the quick pass. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he got loose. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. The defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable. penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive downs.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Glagway. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators! And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Commodores! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. First down for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Doors! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Got it in the middle. It's Abrams. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got to have confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. The corners are walked up tight. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here's the handoff. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offense.
All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Vandy. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going up top here late in the game. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the D deny them on second and goal. Back to throw. It's Lagway. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida! So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the 2 to make it a field goal game. Pushes ahead. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the